What is the one number that you look at in your business that if it slows, you know that the overall economy is? Is there one number that's important for you or one department?
I think it usually starts in rental.
And if rental starts slowing down, then everything. And what about you, Darren? Is there an area in your business?
It's the quote activity. Yeah.
As soon as that slows down?
Yeah, if we start seeing the quote activity slow down, the guys are, out golfing more and everything, then we know, okay, there's something going on here now. But I mean, we say we're in the faith business. No, you got to have faith that's coming, and you're doing everything right along the way. And our guys, like I said, they're commission based, so they're hungry. So doesn't take a lot of we got a problem and poke them along to say go, go, go. Yeah. But it's a motivator for themselves.
So you also you have a good gut instinct. So when the customer says, "Hey, we're returning these trucks because we're slow," or the truck driver comes in and says, "People are saying they're slow," or the technicians talk about things, and we're just not seeing any of that. What I think is cool about material handling is we are the news. So I knew the fourth quarter was busy through talking to people in MHEDA and what we were experiencing. And my joke was always like, well, you'll hear in 30 days. Fourth quarter was pretty damn good. So then news comes out, fourth quarter is pretty damn good. I'm like, you don't say. We know. We know when things move and we know when they don't. And they report on what we do, which is pretty cool. And even though I'm just in Northeast Ohio, when you talk to so many people like we do, you really know what the status is. Yeah. And specifically to that time, they just come out and everyone seems surprised. I wasn't that surprised. It felt pretty good in the end of the year. So, but that's the business we're in.
Do you start to see it like when we'll hear it out there or kind of know it's maybe coming, but it really doesn't reach our side of it? It seems to lag it anywhere from 3 to 6 months before we start to feel it. So if they say there's a recession type thing going on or something, a slowdown happening, we'll still be rocking and rolling 3 to 6 months. And all of a sudden then like the wind comes out of sales and all of a sudden everything starts to happen. So there's always kind of been a little lag for us in our industry for what we're doing back on that side of it, which has always been kind of interesting. But we hear about it, see it coming, but we don't feel it, but it eventually catches up.
But it's regional. So automotive and our parts are big. So every region has their industries. And so this is just like a rolling industry by industry. Some are up, some are down. Yeah. Lumber in the Northwest was down for a while, and then that. So it's interesting. Everything's on there. It's a different cycle, and that's why I think it's still good because it wasn't so far. It wasn't widespread all at one time.
Would you say that B2B businesses follow B2C? Like you start to see a slowdown in the consumer direct business, and then it kind of follows into.
It feels like we should, and we used to, but I don't know that it feels like that right now.
Well, I remember in the fourth quarter where there was all this pessimism that the consumer's not buying, the consumer's not buying, the consumer's not buying. And then the consumer numbers came out, and they were way stronger than they thought they were. Yeah. And it could mean they're ringing up a lot of debt. I don't know, but they're still buying. Yeah. So I
Probably
think that
both.
Yeah. Well, I know debt is at all-time highs. So,
but don't you think it's inventory is what? So when they buy all that, it cleared out inventory and allowed for reorders. But there are some areas where they're not cleared out of inventory. No. And that's when the prices will fall and then it'll get cleared out. But it's important that we remember that when you know the price of something tomorrow will be less than it is today, you're motivated not to buy that product today. And I don't think we've seen that part of this game yet. So we're in all these chapters. When you get to that chapter, we may see more widespread situations. Yeah. But we're not there yet. No. So we're only halfway through this story of normalizing is what I worry about. But like to your point, it's not today. Things continue to be good.
I think we're kind of getting closer to it because everything was a lot of our sales was based on delivery. So how fast can you get it to me? That's all they cared about. They didn't really care about price so much. It's just how quick can we have it? We got to have it. Everybody's trying to get product out the door. So now it's starting to, the supply chain's catching up. Lead times are returning back to more of a normal. And also the e-commerce side of things and the parcel side of business has slowed some these past, especially last year. It slowed a lot. A lot of people in those players that were in that realm are now going to be looking elsewhere for their business to come in. So I think it's going to start making it more price competitive. It's going to help the people that are buying and looking for jobs. So, I mean, looking for systems to purchase or solutions. But I think it's going to be a little bit tougher this year, I think, for us than what it has been. Last 2 years have been crazy busy, just go, sell, and it's been nice. But now I think it may tighten up a little bit, but I think it's still going to be on the positive side.
There was a period of time when even in the forklift side of the business, it was, when can you get it? Can I order my slots? When, and price was a secondary concern because you couldn't even quote them a price.
Mm-hmm.
That's over.
Yeah, definitely over.
That's definitely over.
Yeah.
But back to your second point, you have to keep things in perspective. I mean, even if it returns back to 2019 level or 2018 level this year, that's a hell of a year.
Yeah.
We've kind of gone through some craziness that we may never see again.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that it's bad that shipments start to actually match bookings.
No, it's not bad.
So
I think they call that normal.
That's normal.
Yeah, they call that normal.
Yeah.
What you guys, is yours, you got certain industries you focus on, or do you try and diversify those industries from who may be looking for fork trucks and who's not, or is it just, I mean, it's I don't know. I know a lot of it's service, so you may not even care so much about the truck selling as much as you do.
We could see so much information. So you could see number of trucks sold by SIC code by county.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You know who's buying.
You know who's buying,
Yeah.
and it's that precise as far as when you know your market.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we don't have that type
So we know
of
which
insight.
county, which type of machine, how many, and then we go after it. And when you know who they are,
Okay.
and you go after it. And you match up with what your spec matches up with and your probability of success.
True.
And you go after it, and then you measure your results. So it's, but the information is that accurate that the manufacturers provide us.
Wow.
And so that's the way we're able to look at the market, which makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, when you can target and focus.
When you can target like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's different.
It's a lot different.
Yes. Yeah, we just, I mean, I'm a big proponent for, we want to diversify. And it's like, you just don't want to be just in one segment, in one industry.
Absolutely.
Because when that takes a dive, I mean, that happened to a lot of companies here recently with the e-commerce side of it, with the who people were just Amazon focused.
And retail in general.
Yeah, retail in general, yeah. So it's like, but, so we're trying to be in pharmaceutical, trying to be in food, trying to be in a lot of manufacturing and all that. But
Food
even
and pharmaceutical will always be there.
Yeah, but we've seen an actual drop in the pharmaceutical side here because they had that ramped up so high and so much during that time. They got everything out, and now it's all of a sudden nobody needs it because they got so much product. Now they're running half the time that they were typically running. So now it's all slowed down for them. So this past year was pharmaceutical side of things was down.
Oh.
And now they're starting to talk and they're starting to bring it back up because they already had everything made and out the door and gone, and nobody was needing anything more. The pandemic kind of started to settle down. Hospitals were emptying out, I guess, from what they were. So that's, but food side is always good.
Yeah.
Food side is great.
People got to eat.
People got to eat.
And beverage.
Yeah, and beverage.
Yes.
And then the other thing to that is when inflation's been going up. So inflation's going up. They don't want to raise the price of the food, so they give you 6 less tissues in this box.
Yeah.
Or give me
But it changes
5
the
less
size.
chips. Yeah, but it changes all their packaging. Now they got to change out their whole packaging line because they're going to this package and now it's going to be this carrier and repackage it and it's like that's great for us because now we didn't come in there and change things around and work. So it's like that's
So they're really saving
great.
money after they look at all those costs.
Yeah, I really.
Yeah.
After how much they do with
Yeah.
all